Ciao! Let's play some more games, and this time let's start with the real deal, the original Mario, or yeah, kind of original Mario. With these games it's... oh no. Yeah, with these games it's on NES games it's kind of easy. To decide what to play, since I had that cassette with 765 games. I had to check what this was the number, not real games, not actually that many games, but so the game said, and I think the menus had that many entries, all the levels and everything combined. So last time, it was some time ago when I played the Super Mario Brothers and Contra and Popeye with Super Mario Brothers and Contra being kind of easy games, since they are some of the best games overall, and Popeye was a great, and still is quite great, like arcade game. And then I was thinking what to play next, since all these games on the yellow cartridge were kind of... oh, did I make it? Yep. Perfect run, really. Down to the wire. So I was thinking what would I play, and I had actually forgotten all about this game. This was also... I had a bunch of games I really liked on that cassette, but this was one of the top ones, definitely. Just the graphical style with the colors and ambilight also looks nice here, and Mario is... already at this point Mario was really something special. It's a funny character, and the movement animations and the pipes are look great, and in particular also like the turtles a lot. These crabs, I kind of hate them, but they are an okay gameplay spice. It's just quite... if Popeye was great arcade game, this is another extremely good example how to do it. You have some levels that kind of remind you from some Smash Brothers environments, and all this kind of physics engines that is here and so on. So later on, when I... not so long ago, when I remembered this game, I decided to also get a copy. And I was managed to get a box copy for like $50 or something, about that, so it was very cool. I changed the setup now a bit for this. I guess you could kind of call this a season, since I have already covered all the consoles I initially planned. So a small change of setup here. But the questions remain. This is quite a quiet game, so I'm thinking if it's audible enough. I can make it. Of course. The walk sound effects are also really nice, how it's really quiet, but when you start moving and running and you start to make footsteps. But of course this is kind of one of those games that I have heard somewhere that this game has like an insane amount of levels, but I'm not sure. I think I've reached something like 20 or 30, and then it's a mix of difficulty and getting bored. I'm not sure which actually killed me, but that was, what, 30 years ago. In about 94 or 95 when perhaps 96 when I most played this game. I think I've tried it some 10 years ago, like on emulator that it runs and so on, but yeah, already there starts to feel a bit of repetition. There's the fireballs that add a bit of complexity, and how the last enemy moves a bit faster than the others, and it certainly adds stuff as the game progresses, which is great, but it's not Super Mario Brothers. But yeah, I probably won't be beating this game either. But at least with these games it's easy to say, like, the whole point is just getting the high score, so what? Wow. I don't want to give up yet. Really too much stuff to manage, but I managed this one at least. And yeah, this game also was at best with friends, and those times I usually, since I was the only one in a friend group who had this game, I always demanded that I want to play as Luigi whenever possible. Making a slight recovery here, but let's see. And one early moment when the eyes started to give me bad. Oh no. bad memories about games. And there are these kind of dumb details, like how these platforms, when you hit them, it's like some kind of plasticky surface. Like the part where you hit collapses more than the area right near to it. When they had this game also in the Game Boy things, that's probably where I played the most. On car rides this was good fun. Even I don't remember if it was exactly like this. I think it was, but 200 levels to go. And now I start to get so far that I'm not sure if I even want to retry in case I die, as I eventually will. But this is an important game to cover in my gaming history. Perfect. Still no extra levels. What is happening? Lives, extra lives. And there's this strategic layer as well. You need 4, 5, 6-year-old a very good game about patience and prioritizing and all kinds of important skills. I'm sure I did better in these bonus levels sometime, but there's not at this point. There's already you need to have the optimal route if you want to have any chance of getting the bonuses. And the controls of course work really well, which is not obvious in these games. Yep. And of course all the multi-kills are always fun. This kind of reminds that when I played this as a kid and on the Game Boy quite a bit later, something around 13 or so, there are lots of cool moments, near saves and so on. And yeah, based on this I think I managed as a kid. Actually on Game Boy I don't have anymore the original cartridge, but that saved your record, so that was nice. I remember being somewhat motivated to play the game so I can get on further levels and get more points. On this NES version which was bummer with tons of games that it doesn't save the high score, so what's the point? I guess I got somewhere around 50. Level 50. Yeah, already I'm kind of feeling a lack of motivation here. Even in terms of ambilight, this is quite nothing, since it's just a hint of green, and that's about it. I try. At least I get the power block. And even these bonus levels don't do much. I kind of remember that there was a bit more variety, not just 2 level types and 1 bonus type after the first couple of ones. And I don't really remember what other enemies there were. I think there were those spike enemies at some point from that are in the Lucky 2 Friends. Somehow I'm not sure if I can make it to even the 1 hour thing limit. I think is a bit too much here. But it doesn't really take away from the game. It's a nice example of these arcade games. Yeah, I'll try to see if I can make more of these videos now. Again. The sun. Oh, that's it. 25. Okay, that was my goal anyway. What was this? Let's just try this for a moment. I think this is probably going to get harder and faster, but not sure. Run. So yeah, if I could finally make some more videos, at least I tuned the setup, yeah, indeed a little bit, and thought that maybe I give a bit bigger corner for this thing. Small change from the minimalist retro corner. Oh, maybe I can make it this. Oh, there I have plenty extra time. But yeah, NES it was my first really experience with gaming, and I have lots of hours on it and many nice memories, but lately when I try to complete a bunch of original PlayStation games and so on, everything is longer than this, both in terms of actual length and longevity, so to say. But it was worth getting this, since it is almost like an Apex arcade game in my mind. If only it would save the scores, but there exist the Game Boy games. Even if it's unfortunate that it's only the top one, it's not really like good for contests between friends and so on. This doesn't exactly even feel. I think maybe the fireballs are introduced faster here, but otherwise it's really slow building right now. This is probably in the right place, since I was thinking a bit that I think I like this more than Popeye, but last time when I played Popeye I did feel more involved. This feels a bit like in that game you get to the second round quite fast, and it actually gets a bit difficult. Here I think I could make it to the finish line probably if I had like more focus and patience. To overcome the slow build up. I'm not sure if it gets even that much harder. It's like most of the deaths are kind of because of luck and being too greedy and so on. No, it's not working. Risk like that. Not smart, but now I kind of I'm feeling ready to quit. I think I still have 30 minutes, but I'm like, why? I'm not getting through this game and I can't continue next time from this place, and there's really nothing much else to say or do. It's a decent game, but that's about it. On NES there are lots of terrible games or really boring games. So maybe this is enough from this. I'll see what I find from the pile next. Notice the Super Mario and what is Smash Brothers kind of respawning. That's something. And then some sports. As a kid I had mixed relationships with this, since it's maybe one is too boring. I think two might be okay. It's sport and it's really quiet and uneventful. Oh yeah, thank God I didn't start with the easy one. So there's quite a bit of boring things about this game, but I still remember as a kid spending quite a bit of time on this game. Oh no, it's really not going my way. Embarrassing. So yeah, this was on my original NES cartridge, or the Famicom cartridge, after the original NES broke and I got the Famicom. As a subject matter, not my favorite at all, but surprisingly difficult. Yeah, I remember quite a bit, many times playing. Oh wow, really pathetic. Starting with the difficulty 1, then getting really good with it. Beating this number 2, number 3, and I think number 4 was like the optimum point. 5 probably, I'm not sure, I think I won sometimes, but bit like Mario Brothers, this game also suffers from certain creeping boredom. So there's a clear downgrade from the first episode with Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers and Contra being infinitely playable, almost. But still, as far as tennis games go, this kind of is everything that I'm not big tennis fan even now and in modern games, and even though Topspin and Sonic Tennis and Mario Tennis and that stuff is okay, I still, this is basically the same in my eyes. This is a fine simulation of tennis. And the first game that now when after COVID years I started to collect some actual NES collection. This was the first where I saw a boxed copy and thought that it's not my favorite game, but it's probably in top 10, so why not? And since it's cheap and nice bit of nostalgia. And I remember playing this with friends and dad and some other people and having an okay time. Good ball rally there. So yeah, even it's simple, the physics makes sense. Darn, don't do that. That's a killing shot. And as a kid I remember using the lobby shot through all my friends, and they also use it, and then just trying to set up the power slam. I can't believe this. Of course I haven't played this. I did try out the new box copy that I bought, but that it works, but I gave up about after 10 minutes at max. Maybe I should have picked the easy difficulty anyway. Even if this guy also seems to be kind of easy. One thing I liked was the color coding on their shirts. It's nice, easy to say that I have won the pink man, and I want the black man, and I want the brown man, and so on. Here net it's a bit hard to judge, but it's overall remember, it's mostly about remembering. But once again, Ambilight doesn't really bring anything to this, so not the best demo. But at least now I have managed on this camera to tune the settings, so now the colors are about right. I could use a sharper camera, but whee! Maybe someday. This is now a shorter video, just trying to get back into the game, quite literally. Not like this. Ah! Already know, based on the guy's angle, where it's going to go. And not in any good place. No. When I decided to play this game, I was thinking that I will win this first 1 or 2 guys straight. And then maybe have some problems with 4 and leave the game at that, but we'll see. But yeah, it's a nice multiplayer game, and you have the doubles matches. Even with AI, it's some fun, even if it's really easily infuriating. Trying to guess which balls my partner goes for and which it doesn't go. Playing with a player against 2 AI is really fun, and especially at that age it was lots of bickering between us. Why you did that? Why you didn't get the ball? I thought you will get the ball. I also kind of think that the audience did something, but it doesn't seem to do anything. It's just magic eyes, like we're in hell. I guess I'm slowly getting a hang of it. No, I can't give him 1 game. I want to beat. At some point in my gaming days during the PlayStation 1 and original Xbox times, there was time when I really wanted to complete all the games on hardest possible settings, and I made a list which games I have completed fully and which are missing something. Back then I didn't really care even, but I excluded NES games because many of them were kind of impossible, like if nothing else, like for example in the Mario game, Mario Bros. Reaching the true end is nightmare. Ah! Okay, it's going to be a long stint with this game. At least I'm kind of getting hooked up. I remember why this is one of the games I played most on my NES or Famicom. It's really specific. you want to be at the net to hit with, but a bit too far and this happens. Ah! And yeah, one idea with this video series was also that I could try to basically complete all the games with Ambilight, but already with time like Mario Bros. And I'm not sure. There may be some other games where it's downright impossible. Even if I was able to complete all the PlayStation and Xbox original games and everything on hardest, there are lots of games where I just don't have the patience. Don't hit the ball that way. Don't do it. That is something that the later tennis games don't really. There are some quite modern tennis games that do really awful job with like how you control where you hit the ball. It's like your player is AI controlled, and here it's kind of the same, but at least here it's you can learn the rules, which way to face at which moment. So yeah, when there's an NES game that does something better than modern games, it's already a feat. It's not going any better than the first round. You just can't give that kind of lead. But just like in Mario Brothers, the sound of footsteps is fun, and how you hit the ball at the end wall there, and sometimes the referee. Of course, here's the fun thematic with Mario Bros. And then quite familiar looking guy being the ref here. Ah! Nightmare shot in middle. Oh. Yeah, well, my initial plan was to play against the level 5 opponent, but I was already, like after Mario Bros. And other games, thinking that why bother? Just try to get the feel for the games. Yeah. Yeah! 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 Facts. And yeah, that's one other thing with tennis games. I guess it's kind of easy to make a unbeatable AI. This is not at all, but you can see sometimes it allows really simple mistakes and then it stops everything. And with level 5 I think it's like everything is a long ball rally. The amount of free shots it gives is minimal compared to this. Whee! Domination. Whee! Whee! Come on, come on! Oh no, oh no. A meteorite. Take that. You want to play volleyball? Alright. Okay, volleyball is over. Whee! I'm sure that I can reach it. Whoa! I'm getting it done. Pressure is mounting up on you, huh? 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 No aggressive. He's on the ropes. Did you see that? It's amazing. Look. Yeah, fault. Really. Terrible faults. Oh my. What a loser. Are your hands shaking, man? Darn. Whoa. Mad skills. I'm already making like trigonometric calculations. If I hit here, where is my guy going to hit the ball? I'm here. Now I'm here. Easy. But yeah, the ball physics and how it's drawn with how it changes size, so you know where it is, how high and how far, and the shadow and everything. It's like magic on 8-bit technology. Whee! Really starting to get my old skills back, or no? Perfect. I'm doing it. We're going on a tie break. You're going down. Yep. I was starting to get worried that I won't win any round. Or what is game set match? Yeah, I'm not going to win any games even, but I'm starting to feel some of the old tennis magic. That was... Well, I'm sure I should remember that animation also, which way the guy is going to face from that position where he tries to hit. But again, this is really manual, but it's much better than in some games. It feels like it's AI controlled, where you hit and what the man will do. And it feels like my only job is to run on the court and try to be in relatively good position, and then AI decides what shot where. Even if I want this to end, I also want to see how long ball rally we can get going. Darn it. Now I need to win this one. No, there is no other option. Cue the Rocky team right now. Not this quiet nonsense anymore. Eye of the tiger. Mr. I can't even remember the melody. This is too exciting. Come on. Yeah! I'm still losing in overall result so far. So the big question, is this better than Mario Bros? I would need to play the multiplayer as well. I remember both these games have really fun multiplayer, but with which game I have better memories, I don't really remember. And I doubt my old friends do either. Whee! I'm unstoppable. Hey, pink man. Blue is better. Domination. But yeah, both these are definitely like at least very near top 10 on NES, so well worth the place. It's a bit hard to prioritize these since there is no really any chronological order except maybe the Super Mario Bros. That I remember playing before anything else, but in my childhood. I really have no idea, did I play this or Mario Brothers first? Ah! I wanted to do that, but then when I see the man in the position he is, I know, no, it's not going to work. Last time all games had some sort of music. I wonder how does this look. The ambilight isn't more doing much and there's not much sound, so really not much going on. Except the sweaty action on the court. I start to think like, have I ever made a point with the lobby shot? Life's important questions. No, please don't say that you want to see more of this. This definitely goes into the category that it's nice to own, but playing this every day, would, especially alone, would be quite a punishment. At least there's some momentum also if you run fast and hit the ball. It goes further than if you stand still. Ah! It's really finesse. Oh, careful. Perfect. Perfect. I need to win this one too. I can't let you have one ball. It was out. It was clearly out. Blind ref. I'm getting nervous. I don't want to spend much more time with this. I want to play the doubles too before I have to quit. I don't care if we win or lose the doubles, but at least a couple of games. I need to get going again soon. Hey, what was that? Like in real tennis game, the momentum fluctuates. I was dominating and then he at least cooled me down a bit. But I'm happy that during the break I managed to at least fiddle around a bit with the settings. No! The lighting looks much better now. Not perfect, I still need to think what to do, and it's only this game and it's like or these two games and there's not much happening, so maybe that makes it a bit easier. Whee! Now it looks quite safe, as long as I don't get totally burnt out here. Right now I would say this feels a bit better than Mario Bros. It felt a bit more basic than I remember. It looks great and feels like I like the style and objective and enemies and so on, but still the jumping and waiting for enemies to come so you can kill them is a bit perhaps a bit more static than this. This is like a challenge of minds. How do I beat you? Now I play serious. I also like trolled friends and friends trolled me, and also with the AI. Just sometimes almost losing on purpose and just trying what else can you do. Can you hit the referee, and can you hit the guy, and can you hit the audience, and so on. Wow. No, if that one that guy did wasn't out, then this wasn't either. What are you doing, Mario? Someone is paying you. Yeah, right. Was that it? Yeah. Of course I won. Who doubted me for 1 second? Yeah, this is, yeah. So now it's guy number 3, but I want to skip that, so mini technical break. So let's go to the doubles. Oh yeah, now I definitely see Luigi's face quite nicely with the ambilight, and the blue looks perfect. If 2 was that, let's go with 4. Purple man. Let's see what my friend does. Nothing. Oh no, is this... Did I remember wrong? There is no AI version. Yeah, there's no AI friends. I had false memories or something. Maybe I just blamed my real friends then. And family members and whoever was playing. Why you don't you do this job? At least I can now confirm that the main difference is that the game is faster now. It's harder to be on correct position and everything. You do something. And I can't hit this ball. Okay, this was a short run. And now we need to wait this guy. Do it! Do it! Do it! Hey, ref. Kick that guy out. I hit you. I hate you. I hate your ball. You dimwit. I go home. Well, that's the game. Well, doubles is great fun with friends, I remember. Whether we are playing seriously or trolling or whatever, but it is what it is right now. So let's try to squeeze one more game in this one. There is no tennis without golf. And wow, that looks really nice. Really nice. This game oh, sharp. This also requires surprising. Just like in tennis. I remember being really great at this game, and now it's not working at all. What am I supposed to do? Alright. Last thing I remember is that I think it was in James and Mike Mondays. I remember they played this game, and it was just as fun as I thought. This is definitely a great game. Now I'm having some starting issues again, but this and tennis competed for the position of... Oh, darn it, what am I doing? I see the wind, but there was some way to like direct this. And I don't really remember the gloves either. Okay, that's something. Definite improvement over the last one. This, if in tennis I can play like from the spine here, it's to calculate so many things. But yeah, that's exactly the tennis is more like reflex game and fast thinking and so, and this is more analyzing and fine tuning. I played this with my dad and a bunch of friends. Not everyone liked this, but some had exactly the right mood. Once again, it's fun to play as this pseudo Mario, and it's nicely tranquil game. No sounds except the fun woo type of stuff, and the sounds when the game mocks you. Oh, now I think I remember the idea how you control this thing. Ah, yeah. It's the white bar that is like center point. This was perhaps when I started to buy these games again. I'm not sure if or not again, but after COVID, like collect the collection. I think this is the game where I really wanted the boxed version, but it was a bit more expensive or didn't exist. But some reason I ended up with the tennis. Actually, now I noticed that they are not in the view at all. Attention to detail. Attention to detail. Of course, it's so dark that it's barely visible anyway, but was that the wrong direction? No, it's like reversed. Perfect. Maybe a bit too. Yeah. Again, no. Once again, there aren't that many golf games I've played, and this is probably the top one. It is funny to think about. Perfect. But this has like a very simplified idea of golf, but it just works. It's really calm to look at the screen that has almost nothing, and this actually looks nice with the ambient light. At least the colors change a bit between the holes, and the minimalist sounds work well. And there's enough complexity with the wind and the whole layout, considering the bunkers and the rivers and the forest and everything. Perfect. Perfect. And once again, not really my favorite game, but I probably in top 10 all time my NES games. My proudest moment. Oh shoot. And now after the Michael James Monday's game, or like I'm now thinking what the map looks like in my eyes. It's hard to get that idea out once you get in that mood. I remember even as kids, someone, probably my friends, was pointing out something that map looks like something. I'm too focused with the gameplay to really back then to notice. That's a definite happy face. I want to use the 7 iron, but not yet. I remember as a kid I used 7 iron all the time. Yeah, after this I only played a couple of golf games and been golfing myself a couple of times, but only now on the Xbox, the one game, it's kind of okay, but it also has so much stuff going on it. It's kind of exhausting. What? Oh. Whoop. This is still a nice short finale. And back then this was like nice pseudo 3D view. Was feeding a kid's imagination for sure. Now's the perfect time for my specialty. Woo! Woo! Okay. Woo! Alright. Alright. A bit less. You happy now? That's one of the best sound effects in all of games. Now I get too carried over. Let's try 6. Way too much. Let's try 8. Perfect. Even if there's no other, there's clearly some point to the clubs. I never really learned them, but basically 1 wood, 7 iron and butter. You get really far with those already. Nice relaxing blue vista, and I hope it hit something. Oh, now chance again for my... Let's try 5. Too much. I'm too greedy with that. This wasn't as good as with friends since it's turn-based, but there was still some hilarity to be had with friends for sure. And some kind of tough contests, I guess. I don't really. I remember playing this with some friends, but I don't really remember any details whatsoever. Yeah. Go. Bit unrealistic. Is it with the water first and then it slid into the... Perfect. Oh, yeah, I think this I at least remember hearing. I'm not... Darn. I'm not sure if I ever had... I think maybe I've had hole-in-one some time long ago. This also, when I bought the game now, I just tried 1 run. But that was already like 4 years ago or 3 years ago. I haven't touched this game either since then, but definitely worth touching. Really good gameplay. And in a way it's like a nice casual idea of... Wow, what happened? Nice casual golf thing that really captures the feeling. It's not like the Link's game is also with the... You really need to know what club does what and understand the geometry and so on. Really hardcore experience. Not the most simulation game ever, but this is much more casual and feels like being a grandpa having some fun. Okay. I hear you. And once again, what is the point? Or like, if I want to complete this game, I guess it's under par result, but who really cares? That I care about. Is this the last one? Perfect timing if it is. Now to show all my skills with this game. Darn! That was about 1 centimeter off. Again 1 centimeter off. And now I didn't fix the trajectory. Okay, now one technical test. What if I change this and... No. Now I'm getting some pressure because this is the last one and I really need to finish this quickly. That's what I wanted on first try. Doors. Is that 59 plus? Not great, but it is what it is. Stroke play, match play, I don't remember what those are, but yeah, that's 3 games. Soft landing for this new round, or let's not call it a round at this point. It's getting my feet wet again with this. Three kind of simple, more arcade type games, but all are important part of my gaming history and still fun games to play. All have a nice multiplayer and there's some variety. If these were the only 3 games, which kind of is the situation now. Since I have like 10 NES games, I'm not sure if I will buy any more. Now the Ambilight really shows that, at least for the moment, the settings are quite excellent actually. Yeah, take care and let's see what happens with the next episode. Bye.